month has been the month of warnings somehow, because certain things I've been seeing in people, how it happens and how people get into problems, how our inner being is disturbed, and why sometimes Sahaja Yoga fails within you. One must understand the dangers we face as human beings. No doubt, you are the highest of this creation, no doubt. For you, this universe was created. For you, this earth was created, no doubt. And today you are at a situation where you have to get out of this illusion. The time has come. Everything is right. But on a tree, if you notice, the most delicate stage is that of a flower. Flower is the most delicate thing. The roots are tough, extremely tough. They penetrate through the land, hardest possible land. They go through different rocks and find their ways. But when it comes to the flower stage, it's a very, very delicate stage, though the whole creation just waits for that time. The whole tree works it out. And the tree creates that beautiful flower. It's waiting for that time, that blossom time, when the flowers have to become the fruit. Now that is the time, that precarious time, that beautiful time, that fantastic dynamic time is here. But we do not know how delicate it is. And that's how we really play too much with ourselves. But again, it's a flower stage, one must not forget. And that is the time one has to be very careful. At the blossom time only. Imagine the times are so precarious that the gardener has to worry that there should not be a hailstorm. And all the satanic forces have worked up in their fullest form, with their greatest strength, with all their tricks and methods to curb down the progress of this creation into its fruitful happening. At such precarious time, one has to be very aware of all the dangers that we can face. the greatest danger comes to people when after getting realization also they do not have faith in Sahaja Yoga. It's the greatest danger. Because that's your anchorage, that's the way you are saved. Say if there's a boat which comes for a rescue and you are drowning and it rescues you, you see, you can feel it. Those who have not felt, all right, but those who have felt it, you come up the boat and then you do not believe in the boat, you do not have faith in boat. That's the greatest danger you face. People have faith in all kinds of nonsense very easily. But to believe that you have found the reality, to believe that you can be saved, is very difficult for people who are all the time drowned and are threatened and frightened. Because the habit is formed to be always drowned, harassed, haunted by fears. So that habit doesn't go, and that comes over, and you feel frightened and you lose faith in Sahaja Yoga. Whether you have faith in it or not, it works. It works on people who do not even have faith. Today only I received a very interesting letter from India, and a man who is supposed to be something big there. He told me he read an advertisement about me that Mataji is going to give realization through Kundalini awakening, and he just came just to make fun of the whole thing, to the program. And there he felt that I was just befooling people. It is not possible. He started with very skeptical ideas. But his Kundalini rose. And he felt the cool breeze. And he felt that calm, and everything. He was amazed. I don't remember, he relates that I came to you and he said, Mother, you are so kind. Despite the fact I came with this kind of idea, you gave me realization. Sitting down here, it's a tremendous dynamic force which is working it out. But if you have no faith, then the same vibrations know that you have no faith. They know you out and out. Absolutely out and out. They know you too well. It is they only. With you, absolutely out and put you into problems so that you realize that you have been trying to cheat yourself. You are cheating your own spirit. You are not truthful to yourself. And it would be like taking a dagger and putting it through. And being very happy, oh, how I have cheated myself. Is that foolish and stupid, I tell you? They know you too well. They just take you round and put you into a problem to realize that do not cheat anymore. These dangers are there for all the people who get realization. And another realization one should have when you see others around here, the kind of people that come in. All kinds of people have come. And when you start judging them also, you should know that if you become like that, you will also have the same problem. even after realization possibly. For example, some people start suddenly sulking in Sahaja Yoga, say, after realization, for nothing at all. They should be very aware of it, immediately give it up and become cheerful. Is there a negative force pulling them down to sulk? First sign of being Sahajogi is to have a very cheerful disposition. Look at the flowers. Look at them. Have you ever seen any flower which is not dead? Not cheerful? If they are, even at the fag end of their life, they'll try to cheer you. That is the first sign. And all such signs should be expressed, not artificially, but really spontaneously from within. And nothing should disturb you which is trivial, useless. If you have faith in Sahaja Yoga, then you must know you are here for a tremendous work of human emancipation. You have a very great responsibility. You represent that part of creation which is the most important, the most vital. And if you fail it, it's absolutely fatal also.
Today also it is my situation, no doubt, in a very subtle manner, because there's so much of negativity. And I have to work it out on all kinds of levels. There is no excuse for some human being to be a devil, no excuse. And for a Sahaja Yogi, there's no excuse at all. But still, once I have called you my son, my child, there's a little blessing goes, I would say, a long rope. But that long rope one should not care for. You have to care for your own quality, for your own inner capacity to suck in. Now look at the ocean as it is. All that is around falls into the ocean, everything. And then the sun, we can say that's the spirit, evaporates. Only possible in the ocean. It doesn't evaporate the river so much as it can, because such a wide thing, such a deep thing, inexhaustible. And then absolutely pure material comes out of that. And that can go and touch the heart. Because as a Sahaja Yogi's hearts are at a very high level, where there is Shiva residing. Nobody can reach there except for the purity. And unless and until you have that largeness that depth, that humility, and the maryadas. You know that sea never leaves its own maryadas. And if you press it from one end, it will express on one other side. It never leaves. If Pacific Ocean was even 100 feet deeper, there would have been a problem. So even in depth, in its height, in its spreading, it has its own maryadas. But in that maryada, he has the feeling that he is one with the nature, one with Mother. He is not disturbing the Mother Earth, nicely placed in the body of Mother Earth. Nature is bound by the divine. The divine looks after the nature, so everything works out beautifully, and you have freedom. And after Sahaja Yoga, you have greater freedom. Absolute freedom, because you can not be bound by anything nonsensical, anything sinful, anything base. You are above that like a mountain. And so wherever there is a combination of a mountain and an ocean, the ships can come. Deep people can only come to such shores where there is depth. That's how you achieve your depth, between your heart and your Bhavasagara. That beautiful area where people can come to you and just they know this is something great. So, you can say that, Mother, you manipulate it through the collective unconscious. I do not, but it does. I think so. So when the Sahaja Yogis have that content within themselves, the collective unconscious, the divine, will act, definitely act. Like a person who is spreading advertisements, this, that, yes, people come because he takes money. They think they can purchase this bag. But where there's no money involved, no business involved, nothing, you people are just simple people, just like them. So, but it's all done by the divine, isn't it? So the divine works it out. But if the Sahaja Yogis in a place are good for nothing, then even if I am there, it does not work. Half-hearted people, if they are, it does not work. In no way to discourage you, but to tell you that you have to develop your content within yourself, a complete faith in yourself. This is the greatest property of a Sahaja Yogi. And what is this ocean? It's love and love. It doesn't talk, it doesn't do much, nothing is to be done in this. It just works spontaneously. The less you do, the better. The more you try to do, I will do this, manipulate there, no. You just develop your content within yourself. whole atmosphere and all this fills me with such remorse that I just don't know what are we going to do, the Sahajogis. What are their plans? Will you please look into yourself and think what constructive work we are doing and what destructive work we have been doing. You need a big shock to understand this. I like the way we have programs and pujas and all that. But if you ask my inner being, I know it is very, very unhappy, very sick. At this time, what you have to do as Sahajogis? As Sahajogis, minimum of minimum, you should put full attention. And then you have to take up a... See, the trouble with Sahaja is that you all start enjoying yourself. And then you don't see around what is happening. Now, I must tell you, I am now in the midst of war between myth is it a area, is it a, I don't know what should I say, is it within us there is still lurking some kind of a weakness that we do not try to fight our weaknesses. I would now request you all to meditate on yourself and see for yourself what is wrong. It's a big shock. And to reduce this shock, what can Sahajogis do? What can they work it out to blast this horrible ways of human life? It's possible with the power of love. You can manage. But we must develop that power in our hearts. Think of it. It's a big lesson now for all of us to see for ourselves, are we all right? Or we go on hating others? What is the function of our mind? Is to hate or to love? And this love, if it enlightens you, you'll be amazed. You will be such a big force for me. I cannot fight the whole thing alone. And I have to have people who really develop their love and nothing else. That is one of the challenges now for all of us, all the Sahaja-yogis, all over the world. It's not only the fight between believers and non-believers, not only the fight between Sahaja-yogis and non-Sahaja-yogis, but this is a fight where we are all one and we are going to fight it out. At every stage, we have to be much more subtler. It is very, very essential to see to the point today. Are we also part and parcel of that evil thing that's working out? Or are we free from that and prepared to fight it? It's a big fight, and I hope it is conclusive. After this, there will be no more of cruelties to human beings, no more fights, because this is a fight between the Rakshasas and ourselves. It's not ordinary. And this has to be explained also to those who are supportive of evil forces. Only thing you can say, Mother, how are we to know who is against and who is not? You are knowledgeable. You are Sahaja-yogis. You know who is on the wrong side. I know Sahaja-yogis can save and can bring them to the right path of knowledge and love. But be very careful with the propaganda of evil that is going on. I want to touch the deepest part of your heart. We should reconcile. I'm sure you all will understand the magnitude of danger that awaits. Maybe there may not be any human beings left. Maybe there may not be any children left. Because if this kind of thing is working out, it's very difficult, very difficult. My whole existence gets shaken up. You all should see in every nook and corner of life, where is this talk going on? Where are people talking of cruelty? What's happening?
whatever I think, it's not one, it's not two. It's all of us. The fight that I am having is of a serious nature, no doubt. But if you all can fight, collectively how much we can work it out. My all efforts, understandings, powers, everything is now in your hands. And that's what you should be prepared for. Not by just reading something or talking about it. You have to build up within yourself the power of love. I'm sure with the opening of the Sastrala you will do. But try to read something, to understand something with the power of love. It's a very deep subject, and when you talk about it, halfway I'm inside, halfway outside. But I have to tell you that you all develop this. And only that will form a very strong opposition to these evildoers, as they call it. My complete blessings are on you. And I want all of you individually work it out. How many people you love, how many people. This you have to find out. I hope you people have understood what I want you to do. A new generation is coming up. All of you are in my heart. And I love you very much. And I want you people to come as soldiers to fight with me. I am also told that there are some people who are forming groups and extremely negative attitude. At this time, what we need is a complete solidarity. So all such people whom you see, tell them to behave themselves. No use making them Sahajogis. I'm sure it's really heartfelt desire of mine that you should become really soldiers of love and peace. Because that is why you are here. You are born here for that. So enjoy yourself.
You have to think what's happening in the world, what are the problems of the world. You are responsible for that. Not only that, but you have to pray. In your prayers, you have to say, Mother, solve this problem. Collectively, individually, you have to take your attention from yourself, from your smaller life, to a much wider thing. Then you are a saint. And you have to think that it is your duty to ask for divine help, that all these problems should be solved. This is your job for which you are selected. Your asking is going to work out, because as you know, I am desireless. You have to desire for it. Whatever you desire will work out. The protection, the affection, the compassion of Mother is with you. But you have to look after this world and show the concern that you have. Then they'll telephone to me, Mother, my father is sick, he has a heart trouble, he's not a Sahaja-yogi. What can you do about it? So Mother has to put attention to his father who is not a Sahaja-yogi. Small things they write to me. Such small things that you can't imagine how they do not understand what I am here for. Still, I've never said that it's a stupid thing to ask me. You should not waste my time. Never. But it's to be seen now that if you do not value yourself as realized souls, you cannot value my time also, or what is myself. This incarnation can be wasted completely.